Intro. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating topic that's reshaping the landscape of machine learning and artificial intelligence, building a production-ready AI workflow. We'll be exploring how to integrate data pipelines, model training, and automated deployment with powerful tools like MLflow and Docker. If you're aiming to take your AI projects from concept to production, this is the video for you. So grab a notebook and let's get started. Part 1: The importance of a production-ready workflow. Before we dive into the technical details, let's take a moment to understand why having a production-ready workflow is crucial. In many organizations, AI models are often developed in isolated environments or as one-off experiments, which leads to various challenges when scaling these models for real-world applications. Issues like inconsistent model performance, difficulties in reproducing results, and integration headaches with existing systems can arise if we don't have a structured approach. A production-ready AI workflow ensures that the entire lifecycle of a machine learning project, from data gathering to model deployment, is streamlined and efficient. This means you can regularly update models, monitor their performance, and integrate new data seamlessly, thereby maximizing your AI investment and minimizing downtime. Part 2: Introducing MLflow. Now, let's talk about MLflow. MLflow is an open-source platform designed to manage the machine learning lifecycle. It consists of 4 main components: tracking, projects, models, and registry. With MLflow, you can track your experiments, package your code in a reproducible format, manage and deploy your models, and maintain a central repository for all your model versions. One of the most significant advantages of MLflow is its ability to work with any machine learning library, so whether you're using TensorFlow, PyTorch, or scikit-learn, you can seamlessly integrate MLflow into your workflow. Additionally, it provides a user-friendly UI, making it easier to visualize your experiments and results. Part 3: Docker for containerization. Next, we have Docker, a powerful tool for creating, deploying, and running applications in containers. Containers allow you to bundle your application and its dependencies into a single package, ensuring that it runs consistently across different environments. This eliminates the classic "it works on my machine" problem. When we talk about AI workflows, Docker becomes invaluable. It allows us to containerize our models and deployment environments, making it easy to replicate setups on different servers or cloud services. Plus, it simplifies collaboration between team members, as everyone can work in the same consistent environment. Part 4: Setting up a data pipeline. Now that we have a foundational understanding of MLflow and Docker, let's discuss the first step in our production-ready AI workflow: setting up a data pipeline. The data pipeline is crucial because it automates the process of collecting, cleaning, and transforming raw data into a format suitable for model training. Setting up a data pipeline can be done using various tools and frameworks, such as Apache Airflow, Apache Kafka, or even simpler solutions like Python scripts with libraries like Pandas. The main goal is to ensure that your data is readily available, up-to-date, and reliable. For demonstration purposes, let's assume we are working with a dataset of customer interactions collected from an e-commerce website. We would start by writing a Python script that uses Pandas to read raw data from a CSV file or an API, perform necessary data cleaning, and transform it into a structured format. Once the data is prepared, we can integrate this pipeline with MLflow. MLflow provides a function to log data artifacts, which means we can keep track of our data versions, making it easier to reproduce experiments later on. Part 5: Model training with MLflow. With our data pipeline set up, we're ready to move on to model training. In this phase, we will create and tune our machine learning model using the prepared data. Let's say we're building a recommendation engine. We would start by importing necessary libraries, such as scikit-learn for model creation and MLflow for tracking. The first step is to load the data we've prepared through our data pipeline. After that, we can proceed to split the dataset into training and testing sets. Next, we'll build a model. If we're using a collaborative filtering approach, we might use algorithms like matrix factorization. As we train our model, we can log various metrics with MLflow, such as accuracy and loss. This is where MLflow's tracking feature shines, as it allows us to compare different runs and select the best performing model. Once we're satisfied with the model's performance, we can use MLflow to register it. This registration process will allow us to version our models, making it easier to track changes over time and roll back if necessary. Part 6, Containerizing with Docker. Now that we have our model trained and logged, it's time to think about deployment. This is where Docker comes into play. The goal of containerization is to ensure that our model can be deployed in any environment without compatibility issues. To start, we'll create a Docker file that specifies the environment needed to run our model. This usually includes the base image, such as Python, and all the necessary library dependencies that we use during model training. Here's a simple example of what a Docker file might look like. Docker file. From Python 3.8. Hashtag set the working directory. Workdir/app. Hashtag copy requirements file. Copy requirements.txt. Hashtag install dependencies. Run pip install our requirements.txt. Hashtag copy the model and application code. Copy. Hashtag command to run the application. cmd, python, app.py. In this Docker file, we're defining our environment by using a Python base image and installing the required libraries listed in a requirements.txt file. After building our Docker image with the command docker build t recommendation engine, we can run it using docker run p5000:5000 recommendation engine. This will allow our model to be accessed through a web API. Part 7, Automated Deployment. With our Docker container ready, we can move to automated deployment. A common approach for deploying AI models is to use orchestration platforms like Kubernetes. Kubernetes simplifies the management of containerized applications, ensuring that they are running as expected and can scale as needed. To deploy our Docker container on Kubernetes, we'll write a YAML file that defines our deployment strategy. This includes specifications like the number of replicas, resource limits, and environment variables. Once our deployment file is complete, we use kubectl commands to apply our configuration and get our model up and running in the cloud. By integrating Kubernetes with CI/CD tools like GitHub Actions or Jenkins, we can automate the entire deployment process. This means every time we make updates to our model or code, the changes can be automatically tested and deployed. Part 8, Monitoring and maintaining your model. Once your model is deployed, the work doesn't stop there. Monitoring and maintaining your model is crucial for ensuring its long-term success. Changes in data patterns or user behavior can lead to model drift, where the model's performance degrades over time. To monitor your model's performance, you can set up logging and alerting systems that notify you when key metrics fall below acceptable thresholds. MLflow can also help in this regard, as it allows you to log and visualize model performance metrics over time. In addition, you should have a strategy in place for retraining your model. This might involve regularly scheduled retraining or triggering retraining based on performance metrics. Having an automated retraining pipeline can help ensure that your model stays current with the latest data. Part 9, Wrapping Up. So, to wrap up, we've covered a complete workflow for building a production-ready AI system using MLflow and Docker. We started with the importance of a structured workflow, set up a data pipeline, trained a model, containerized it, and discussed automated deployment strategies. By integrating these powerful tools, you can ensure that your machine learning projects are scalable, maintainable, and ready for production. This structured approach not only saves time but also enhances the reliability and efficiency of your AI solutions. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on AI and machine learning. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in the future, leave a comment below. See you next time.